Stop bulls ****ing me. Biden scolds Netanyahu in hostage deal talk, report. World News. Ambition due 1421. Greater than following these reports. The Prime Minister's office reiterated its statement that Netanyahu expects the U.S. not to interfere in Israeli politics. Funny how that doesn't apply in reverse. Theoretical jerk. 4458. Following these reports, the Prime Minister's office reiterated its statement that Netanyahu expects the U.S. not to interfere in Israeli politics. Pretty fucking rich coming from that shitbag Netanyahu. Random Corporal. 2217. Bibi is toast the day the war ends. October 7th happened on his watch and he will have to face the consequences at some point. But he wants to postpone that day for as long as possible. John_Moses_BR. 1489. Ya yanking my chain, Benji. Can 100% confirm Biden said this. Size Ops 4 Maersk, 202. This sounds made up. FCK your safe space, 1634. Bibi needs to go. Israel deserves better. Mantella Arantiaka, 447. IDF releases file seized in Gaza to show Al Jazeera reporter was Hamas member. World News. Consistent Bat20. Bat20. Greater than Ismail Al Ghul didn't realize Al Ghul was an actual last name. I figured they were just making up last names in Batman. Explosive Diuretic. 6013. Recall one of the reasons Saudi Arabia cut off relations with Qatar a few years back was due to them condemning Al Jazeera as a mouthpiece for Qatar's state-sponsored terrorism and connections with the Muslim Brotherhood. You can criticize the KSA for whatever reasons, but a lot of chips are falling in Israel and Saudi Arabia, and by default, several Arab nations have been aligning for years now. For good reason. Son of Namak. 3054. Back in February, the IDF found the Hamas server data center under the UNRWA headquarters in Gaza. https www.timesofisrael.com/directly-beneath-unrwas-gaza-headquarters-idf-top-secret-hamas-data center #. Text equals the %20 IDF %20 said %20 the %20 electrical to %20 the %20 Hamas %20 infrastructure %20 below ground, and text equals the %2 0 UNRWA %20 server %20 room %2C %20 unlike strip %20 of %20 all %20 the %20 computers. I noticed not long after this, the civilian death toll was cut in half as the IDF could verify who was on the Hamas records versus who was reported dead. Banana_based. 2213. Just a reminder that the men who held Noah Argamani hostage in his home was a columnist for Al Jazeera too. Brickshitter HD. 65. Removed. 121. To people who prejudged Israel is the root cause of trouble. Nothing will convince them otherwise, no matter what the proof is. Still, it is good Israel found proof to show Al Jazeera is complicit to helping Hamas either by looking the other way or actively aiding. Macross 1984. 2180. Putin greeted children of 2 Russian spies in Spanish as they were unaware of their nationality. Kremlin. World News. UBC staffer 123. Poor kids. King Kong Comb. 3010. Imagine if your parents lied to you all your life. And not just about some small stuff, but about who are they, who are you, etc. How can you seriously listen to them after that without thinking these lying bastards are probably on it again? Yeah, these parents will have a really rough time with their kids from now on. Just underscore flounder underscore 877. 1118. The Americans is a great TV series if you haven't watched it. Very relevant to this story. A Little Danger. 194. 90. I would be so disappointed. Putty Dance. 146. Surprise. You get to live in a shitty country. No more Spanish sun and food for you. Quote, blow on that pie. 1822. Welcome to the suck, kids. Five-finger disco. 146. NATO jets scrambled after Russian Su-30s detected near Latvian airspace. World News. Apprehensive underscore sleep underscore 4. Saber rattling and response testing? Russia does this a lot tbh. Has done it with the UK by having a warship go close to territorial waters and that. Ash underscore 91. 335. I am pretty sure this needs no explanation for people who have lived next to Russia. But they have been doing this to us here in Norway every other month since the 90s. They will fly jets, bombers straight towards the border and then turn away at the last second when interceptors are scrambled. I think it's to test response times. Because that's the sort of thing friendly neighbors do according to Russia's chest-thumping caveman logic. This has been going on since the inception of Russia itself, so Russia has never been friendly to anyone. They are actual cavemen. They don't want to take part in a civilized world community, they only want war and death. We mostly just roll our eyes at this childish stuff at this point, but it's also incredibly annoying. I wish every neighbor around Russia would start doing it to them all the time. If nothing else, it would draw Russian jets away from Ukraine. And if we are lucky, a few of them would crash from wear and tear. Intelligent underscore town underscore 910. 2814. A few years ago, Turkey, the country, simply shot one of these lost birds with its outdated map. Fans fight bugs. 271. 1. Serious question. What would happen if they didn't send interceptor jets? Waited for Russia to clearly be inside their territory. Then use SAMs to shoot down Russian aircraft? Quote, EP1 Centi Henry 3RO. 122. 2. NATO should test how well these Russian fighters and bombers evade their missiles when they do this. Bimbos 97. 93. 3. God, what a cancer of a country Russia is. Capable underscore gate underscore 4242, 55.